Yes, it is started.
Yeah, so very good afternoon.
Very good afternoon. Thank you so much. And what about you? How have been your day?
Yeah, my day is, I would say I did not do so much things, and I'm free. I was free till now.
You were free. Okay.
Yeah.
So I forgot to tell you that it the time 12:10 according to IPT, yani Pakistan Standard Time. And then I
Okay.
realized I didn't mention to Arshi that the time is according to Pakistan Standard Time. And then I switched to the call.
Okay. 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 So yeah, would you like to commence yourself?
Yes. And my day is just like being a motherhood is just like a rolling coaster. We have to jumble up from one thing to another thing, and that was all about my day. And I would like to have your introduction so that we can further continue our conversation.
Yeah, sure. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk you again because our first video did not record. So yeah. So my name is Arshi and I hail from UP, India. And if I talk about my academics, so I have completed my master in chemistry and furthermore I did B.Ed. So after completing my study, I was working and I was working as a chemistry teacher and I taught for 2 years and then I left. I quit my job due to some reason. And this year I'm seeking job. I'm looking for a job, but I think in this time getting a new job is really daunting. And I am also facing the same problem that I'm looking forward to get a job, but I'm not getting opportunity. And also, additionally, I have numerous hobbies, and I love cooking, I love stitching, I love also teaching, and I love traveling, and I love talking to different people, and I love listening a lot. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Okay, you have diversity of hobbies in your cap, and it is glad to know that you love and you are a founder and you are admirer of cooking and stitching. Because cooking, some girls love to cook, but majority of the girls they don't know
Don't.
even the meaning of stitching. So you
Yes.
are quite after stitching. So how did you get this command over stitching?
I was passionate. I was passionate to learn stitching because I don't like. I like to stitch my own cloth and my family cloth. So that was the reason that I have learned stitching and I was really passionate. Whenever I stitch my own cloth, I feel really so happy that I have made this cloth for me. I have made this dress for me. So that time I really feel happy. So that was the
This
reason.
is kind of accomplishment and this is kind of achievement that you have done so much for yourself. So you have mentioned that you love to listen. So what kind of things you love to listen?
Well, if I talk about listening, so from since when I have started to learn this language, so I'm very keen to listen English content. And I was completely not was I'm completely indulged in listening. So whenever I get time, I am that kind of person who can listen many hours. Like when if I have time, if I have 5 hours, so that I can listen 5 hours. If I have more than 5 hours, so I can listen more than 5 hours. So I'm that kind of person and I love listening a lot podcast and I'm really very captivating to listening podcast. Whenever I get time, at least in a day, I just try to listen one and two podcasts. And the Beer Bicep podcast is one of my favorite podcasts.
Okay. And this listening certainly has helped you a lot. I want to know about you that you are also quite lover of traveling. So, which is your dream place to travel? Have you any plans to visit any place of your liking?
Yeah, well, if I talk about my favorite place, to be honest, I just first of all I just want to explore my country, because I can see that in my country everything is available, like the beauty of nature, greenery, beach, hill station, waterfalls, snowfalls, everything. I just want to explore my country first. And if I talk about a particular place, so first I just want to visit Lucknow, because yeah, we call it Nawabi Shahar, Lucknow. And I just want to explore in Lucknow like historical places like Bhul Bhulaiya, and the food. I like to visit. I like to taste, and I have a craving for tunde kebab. So that's why I want to visit Lucknow. It is my first, first place I want to visit in my life. And then I will go to, Himachal, because in Shimla there are so much snowfall, and I really enjoy snowfall. I did not experience till now, but I want to experience
Okay.
that snowfall. Yeah, I want to get that experience.
Okay, you have mentioned three cities: Himachal and Shimla,
Shimla.
because of
Yeah.
and
Yeah, Shimla, I
because
think
of,
Shimla is the capital, not capital. Shimla is the city of Himachal.
okay. That's why you
Yeah.
want to visit those places. So I am just observing that you are speaking English in a quite good way. But you are a science student. You have done your masters in chemistry and MSc in chemistry, and I am quite inquisitive to know that how did you get this mastery over English language?
So, if I talk about my mastery, so whenever I was, when I was studying, so I did my whole study in my medium, like in Hindi medium, and I never get exposure to learn this language. But I did graduation, and after that I did post graduation. But I did not get involvement. Did not get exposure where I can learn this language, where I could learn this language. So then last year I thought, because also I feel that if I will know this language very know, if I will have a command of this over this language, so it can be help in my future, in my career. So then I started to learn this language, and I thought, let's learn this language, and it will add value in your life, and you will be get your dream job if you know this language very well, if you know how to communicate with people. So then last year I have started to learn this language. So whatever I'm speaking today, I'm just working for last year for learning this language. And if I talk about my speaking part, so I have been doing my speaking part for last 4 months, more than 4 months.
Okay, what was the medium of media which you have utilized for your enhancing speaking skills or for enhancing your English skills?
Medium.
Yes.
No,
Any
still I'm not.
platform, any yeah.
Okay, okay. So as I said that I did not get involvement, and also I didn't have partners. So from then I thought I should take help from YouTube. So I took help from YouTube, and YouTube really play major role in my speaking, in learning, for learning this language. Because at that time when I was learning this language, I was completely rely on YouTube. So I was listening from YouTube, I was watching from YouTube, I was reading, and I was learning, not grammar rules, like pattern English I was learning. And but I whatever I was doing, I was just doing through YouTube. I would say that YouTube is really played a vital role in my speaking. Also, if I talk about apart from YouTube, so I took help from one application, and that application we call it as fluency. So where I have spoke with so many co-learners, with trainers, with advanced speaker, and then I took help from as fluency as well as.
Okay, it means that you didn't spend even a single penny on your spoken skills, on your listening, or on your English skills. You are entirely dependent on YouTube, I can say, because
Yes,
YouTube is a virtual master, virtual teacher, and the best quality of YouTube is it is available to you anywhere you want, anytime you want. It is up to you. And the best quality about YouTube, which I like the most, is the diversity of methodologies offered by YouTube trainers. Because once you paid an online or offline course, you are bound, you
yes,
are restricted to follow one methodology of a single teacher, even if you don't like.
like,
So, in this way, not only your money but also your energies are waste, and you end up giving up this journey of English language. As far as YouTube is concerned, you are not confined, you are not restricted, you are not enchained. Rather, you are given the freedom, because when we search a single topic in the search bar of YouTube, many videos pop up, and it's
yeah,
up to our choice which
yeah,
video we want. And
yeah,
if
and
we don't technology of single teacher, we can switch to another teacher, because there is
mm,
plethora of the same kind of videos on same kind of content by diversity of teachers. So it is the freedom which we get through YouTube.
yes, and also, and if I want to get one topic, if I want to, you know, listen or watch one topic, so that time I can get thousand topic on a particular things. So it is, I really feel that it is really a, numerous platform for us, like for learners. If someone have notion, if someone have conviction, so that time you don't need to go anywhere. By just sitting at home you can learn everything from through YouTube. And YouTube is really incredible things in our life, and I would say that it is a privilege we have a YouTube in this time. And we should we should utilize in a very productive way, because we can learn lots of things through YouTube. So it is really amazing.
So you have mentioned that you have thoroughly utilized YouTube to its maximum benefit. So I would like to know that which kind of podcast and which kind of series or which kind of channels really help you to get fluency.
Now, well, if I talk about my channels, so what I watched, so first I was indulged to watch English conversation videos, and I was really engrossed in those videos because I really found it very helpful, very useful. And after watching those videos, I feel that I am getting lots of knowledge, I am getting lots of ideas. I now I now I have clarity in my thoughts, that how can we speak, where we can start, how can we learn this language. So I got so many things from those videos. As well as I was watching, I know I am very fond of listening celebrities interviews, their life journey, their struggle, their things, how did they overcome. So I was very also keen to listening, and I listen so many podcasts, and I listen one podcast, that is the Galata India, and it is also my favorite podcast. And they are pro celebrity, and celebrity told everything about their life. So I get somewhere, I get inspiration, somewhere I get motivation, that if they have done so many things, why we can't done. We are also the same. They are human and we are human. If they can, if they have potential, if they have energy, why we can't have, why we can't do. So that's how I listen, that I listen podcast to motivate me, to learn from so many things through a podcast. And also I was watching cartoon, it's sunshine cartoons, and it really helps me a lot, and I'm really and also I really found it very useful, and I really improved a lot by watching cartoons, because they use very simple language, and they use also idioms, phrases, and also they use very fancy words. So I really improved by watching those cartoons as well.
Really fabulous. You have chosen three medium.
Mm.
First, podcast to motivate, to inspire you. Because one time or the other time in this YouTube journey, or during this YouTube journey, we get just
Demote.
demotivated. We just
Yes.
come fed with this journey and we want to give up. But when we are listening some kind of inspirational, some kind of motivational podcast, or you can say the video, then we are really, our battery seems to be charged, recharge,
Hmm.
you can say.
Charge.
And if we are having the conversational videos, we can come to know that how we should start our conversation, what should be the introduction, and what
Hmm.
kind of things we have to include in our introduction. Because
Conversation. Yes.
introduction is the most important part. And from now, conversation or introduction, how should we proceed with our conversation? So these are the very amazing things. And when we talk about cartoons and amazing source, not only they provide us the simple language, sometimes they use the very fancy, very advanced words, and these words
Yes.
with their experience, with their pictorial quality, they just ingrain in our brain. So this is the
Yes.
amazing way, because you didn't stick to one idea, you didn't stick to one kind of things, you
Things.
just explore diversity of things so that you can get interest, you can have your enjoyment in that process. So learners are English learners, are English enthusiasts who are watching this video, they have many things to learn from this video. Because sometimes we are just lamenting of the scarcity of resources, that we don't have the resources. But we
Mm.
should focus that a girl can learn from a YouTube, not joining any offline or online course,
Online.
so that person can learn. So this is the
Yeah.
big thing. And if you want to say anything, you can
Yes.
say.
So here I want to add one thing, that whoever wants to learn this language, just try to identify your genre. Where is your interest? What is your interest? And what things do you watch? What things do you like to enjoy? So I would say, if you will work according your genre, if you will work according your interest, so that time you can learn, very smoothly, and you will not feel any kind of burden. You will not feel any kind of bored, because you are the doing things that you enjoy and you love. So just I would say, just try to find your genre, and be stick whatever whatever you have your genre, and just be stick. And we most of the time, and also some days, I also feel frustrated, because I was not getting result. Initially it was happening with me, that I was doing so many things, I was putting sincere effort for learning this language, I was speaking, I was listening, I was watching, but I was not getting. At the same time, at the end of the day, I was not getting results. So these things really made me frustrated, and I was really let down. I was really disappointed that I am doing so many things, but at the same time, I'm not getting results. So it happens. Initially, it happens. I think 1 and 2 months I have felt same things, because 1 and 2 months I did not get any result. I was just putting my sincere effort. I was just spending time. I was just giving my energy, but at the end of the day, I was not getting anything. So that was really tough day for me. But I was stick. I was stick, because I was a kind of perseverance person, that if I once I have started something, so I will work until I get it. So I will, yeah, I sticked with those things, and now after 2 months I have seen, I have started to get a result, and then I thought that now I can learn this language. Otherwise, there are so many days when I was about to give up. I was thinking to give up. No, no, I cannot learn this language. This is not my cup of tea. Because I was not getting results. So that things are really making me demotivated. But sticked. I was stick, and then after 2 months, I started to get result, and then I thought that now it's easy to learn this language. Now I feel
Yes,
happy.
yes, your consistency, your hard work has
Yeah, I
really
was consistent.
a lot, and now you are watching the results of your you can say the hard work,
Consistency.
and your hard earned achievement is in the form of your YouTube channel. I have enjoyed a lot a conversation with you, and I am hoping that many more conversations where we would discuss a multitude of topics on different topics. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
very nice experience.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was a really lovely conversation with you, and I really enjoyed this conversation. I know I have butterflies in my stomach before meeting this conversation, but after meeting you, I my my nervousness fed away, and I am really very comfortable. And a whole conversation, I did not feel nervous, and I was not hesitate. So yeah, thank you for making me comfortable. Otherwise, it happens when we meet someone. So that time, some little bit nervousness we all have. So yeah, thank you for having me conversation. Thank you and take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.